Good morning, students. Today we will discuss about the female reproductive system of Pila globosa. In the previous lecture, we had discussed about the male reproductive system of Pila globosa. This is the picture showing the female reproductive organs: the ovary, oviduct, receptaculum, seminis, uterus, vagina, female pore, hypobrachial gland, then the rudimentary penis, and these are the cluster of eggs. Myself, Dr. Balram Sain, Assistant Professor in Zoology, Government Dunga College, Bikaner. Female reproductive system of Pila globosa. As we had discussed earlier, in Pila the sexes are separate, that is, dioecious, and there is a definite sexual dimorphism. The cell of the male is usually smaller in size and less swollen than the female. There is a well-developed copulatory organ in the male, but it is quite rudimentary in the female. The female reproductive organs consist of ovary with numerous minute ducts, main oviduct, receptaculum seminis, uterus, vagina, and hypobranchial gland. We will discuss all these parts in detail in the upcoming slides one by one. First is the ovary. The ovary in the female lies in the same position as the testis in the male, but it is not so extensive. It occupies the upper and inner surface on the first 2 to 2.5 walls and is covered over by a thin but stout skin coat. Ovary is a much branched structure of a light orange color which becomes darker in fully mature individuals. Here you can see the position of the ovary above the digestive gland. The branches of ovary consist of a single layered achini which are more or less flask shaped with their closed rounded ends directed outwards and the elongated necks of the flask descending to meet those of the adjacent achini to form minute ducts which in their turn open into the main oviduct. The narrow and transparent oviduct originates from about the middle of the ovary. As you can see clearly from the picture, this is the ovary, and from the middle of the ovary originates the oviduct. It runs anteriorly just below the skin along the inner margin of the digestive gland. This is the digestive gland. On the inner margin lies the oviduct. Near the renal organ, oviduct turns downwards and then upwards to enter the receptaculum seminis. Here you can see from the picture oviduct entering the receptaculum seminis. This is the receptaculum seminis. This is the uterus. Next is receptaculum seminis. It is a bean-shaped structure lying in the cavity of the posterior renal chamber, closely attached to the uterus. This is the receptaculum seminis, closely attached to the uterus. A thin-walled pouch arises directly from the wall of the uterus and is called the pouch of receptaculum. Next is the uterus. It is a large pear-shaped structure, deep yellow in color. You can see the shape of the uterus resembling the pear, and it is deep yellow in color. It lies inside the body wall below the intestine and the right of the renal chambers. The apex of the uterus points forwards and is continued as the vagina. Here you can see this is the uterus and it points forwards and is continued as vagina. This is the vagina, while its basal portion is broad and rounded and is connected on its outer side with the receptaculum seminis. So this part is rounded and connected with the receptaculum seminis. Next is the vagina. The vagina is a white or cream colored band-like structure lying immediately beneath the skin. It extends from the uterus to the upper end of the columnar muscle. The vagina enters the mental cavity at its right posterior corner and continues forwards to the female genital aperture situated on a small papilla a little behind the anus. Here you can see from the uterus, this is the vagina which continues forward to the female genital aperture which is just behind the anus. Next is the hypobranchial gland. The hypobranchial gland of female is poorly developed. There is a rudimentary glandular thickening in the area of the hypobranchial gland. Here you can see this is the hypobranchial gland and this is the mental edge. Next is the copulatory apparatus. The female has a rudimentary penis lying beneath the glandular fold at the edge of the mental. This is the penis sheath and this is the rudimentary penis present in the female pila. It is a thin flagellous structure with a rudimentary groove along its inner surface. The flagellum is about a quarter of an inch in length and has nearly the same thickness throughout except the tip where it is slightly pointed. This is the major difference, as in the male pila we had seen the length of the penis was about half an inch. Here the rudimentary penis is there, so the length is reduced and there is no trace of the folding of the penis sheath. That's all in today's lecture, and in the upcoming lectures we will discuss more about the pila globosa. Thanks a lot.